they will be given benefits, and if they do not perform better, they will not be given benefit. It is just to boost their productivity that it is being given. Therefore, these benefits are meant for all employees and are not specified for any particular group of or team of employees who are working for the organizations. The employee benefits do not take into consideration the merit or non-merit of any employee and are meant for making the employee feel valued. Right? What are different types of benefits? One is that in today's environment, we talk about talent. Now, talent is hard to find and very easy to lose. Therefore, every organization who wishes to retain talent would provide benefits. Under this category of talent reduction strategy, employee benefits may play a very crucial role in retaining the talent of your organization. By providing employee benefits to your employees, you are making your employee feel that they are cared about by the organization. Their needs are being taken care of. They are being considered as valuable, and this will help keep them with your organization for a longer period of time. Then another category can be the loyalty promotion. When you are offering employee benefits, your employees are likely to be more loyal to you. Right? With your package of employee benefits offered, the probability of your employee searching for opportunities outside your organization will be reduced. Thus, they will prefer to remain with your organization and work for you for a longer duration of time, and work with more vigor because they are loyal to the organization. They feel affiliated to the organization. They feel proud to be part of the organization. Then it is also meant to increase the focus of these employees on productivity. It is generally observed that most employees are worried about their finances and are under financial stress, especially those employees who fall under the lower half of the strata, lower half of the pyramid that we're talking about. As a result, they are not able to focus on their work completely because their first two level needs, as per Maslow's need hierarchy, that is the physiological needs and security needs, are not being fulfilled. Therefore, they remain worried. So by offering employee benefits, basically you are trying to help them to have less financial stress, and in turn they can focus on their work and improve organizational productivity. That is the third aspect. What is the fourth one? This will reduce absenteeism. Important advantages of employee benefits is that it helps in reducing absenteeism in the organization, as your employee would be able to lower down their stress level, which can arise from the financial issues. It also results into better recruiting and promote employee health and wellness. By offering employee benefits such as health insurance, life insurance, preventive doctor's care, free health checkups, etc., are helping the employee in maintenance of good health conditions and promoting their wellness. This will make employee more satisfied with the organization. So what are the benefits that we are providing? We are saying we are providing health insurance, we are providing life insurance, we are providing medical care in terms of indoor care and outdoor care, both are part of this. It also helps to beat the competitors, because if you are offering employee benefits, it can be used as a strategy by you to beat your competitors in the market. You can include some additional features in your employee benefits that you are offering or already offering and not being offered by your competitors, and hence give a tough competition to your competitor who are there. In India, we divide the benefits into 4 categories. The first category is short-term employee benefits. These are those employee benefits that need to be settled completely within a period of 12 months post the end of the reporting time in which the employee has rendered the services. Those employees' benefits which can be considered as short-term employee benefits. Now, we find that salaries, wages, social security contributions, these are one head. When an employee has offered services to your organization, wage and salary has to be paid to them. And that is, paying them in time is very, very important. It is beneficial for the employee that you are paying in time, because if you do not pay the employee in time, they will go through hazardous levels of financial stress. We also find that these wage and salaries are standard receivables of your employee. The social security contributions in India are governed by the Employees Provident Funds Act and the Miscellaneous Provisions Act, and therefore schemes under this are Employee Provident Fund, that is called EPF, and the Employees Pension Scheme called EPS. EPF and EPS, the two, and therefore this will equal contribution made by both employee and the employer, which are there, because if you are not contributing, you will not get future benefits if you are drawing a salary. We also find that we have got annual leave and sick leave which are being given to the employee. Many organizations provide benefits of availing paid annual leaves. What are those paid annual leaves? See, we have got earned leave, which is unpaid annual leave. We have got health related leaves, that if you fall ill, you will get medical leave. Those are paid leaves. And therefore, sick leaves, maternity leaves, etc., which can be carried forward to the next year and even encashed while leaving the organization, are some of the benefits. But ironically, this benefit that we call as a sick leave and maternity leave, these are statutory benefits that has to be provided to the employee. This is not a voluntary benefits that we talk about. Like we have got statutory welfare and voluntary welfare schemes, we have got statutory benefits and voluntary benefits. Then we also have the concept of profit sharing and bonuses. Many organizations offer their employee the benefits of sharing the profit. A slice of the profit is given to the employee, and they also have got productivity linked bonus that is being given to the employee. Although we define that this is nothing to do with the productivity, this is only meant strictly for the retention of employee. But in India, many definitions change. There are benefits which are non-monetary benefits. These benefits include healthcare benefits, housing by the company, cars that is provided to the employee. It can be of 2 categories of transportation. There can be chauffeur-driven vehicles, or there can be self-driven vehicles. Both can be there, or there can be shared car system where you travel along with other employee. There can be food coupons which are being provided to the employee, or subsidized canteen facility that is being provided to the employee. We also have got convenience facilities like uh, you know shuttle that ferries the employee from the convenient point from their homes to the office and back to the same convenient points, which are the shuttle services which operates for current employee, etc., which can be of great importance to the employee, because they do not have to be in the queue of public transport system. They do not have to depend on public transport system and have the hazards. Rather than that, they will travel with their fellow employees and consider that as an enjoyment. The second category of benefits are post-employment benefits. These are the benefits that are available to the employees after their retirement. Right? These benefits are provided to the employee after their retirement, and that is there. So what we find that these retirement benefits, these are benefits that are available to the employee after their retirement from rendering services to the organizations. Just 1 minute, please. Okay. Now, so what we are saying is that these benefits are available to the employees after their retirement from rendering service to the organization. That is, they have already reached the age of superannuation, and no, after they retire, there are certain benefits that is given to an employee. What are those benefits? What are those benefits?
We have pension.
Yes, it is pension and lump sum payment on retirements are one of the
gratuity.
The gratuity.
Yes, gratuity is there. Leave encashment is there. What else? Health benefits that is being provided to the employee after retirement as well.
So Provident Fund.
A Provident Fund, yes, Provident Fund is there, but we have already discussed Provident Fund earlier. Okay. Some of the post-employment benefits include life insurance benefits that was done earlier, but now you are getting it. Post-employment medical facilities, that is also provided. Apart from, we said, gratuity and pensions, that is there. Pension, of course, will be self-pension and the family pension. Both are included. The third category of benefits is called long-term employee benefits. The other long-term employee benefits include long service leave or sabbatical leave, during which the employees have the job guarantee even if they are not being paid, right? So long service leaves or sabbaticals. What are these sabbaticals? Sabbatical is given to the employee for enhancing their qualifications or getting into some kind of a research activity or some kind of a learning activity that is there. It can be training as well, or it can be, because training provided by the organization would be different from the training that they want to receive, for which they can ask for sabbatical. This can be a paid sabbatical or can be a non-paid sabbatical as well. We also have got long service benefits, or it is called jubilee for the employees, or there can be disability benefits, long-term disability benefits that is being provided if somebody gets disabled because of the organizational reasons. And there are benefits associated with termination in the form of a gratuity, right? Upon retirement, you do get gratuity, and you also get lump sum payment if you get separated from the organizations. If you look at the retirement benefits in detail, we talk about the benefit called EPF or Employee Provident Fund. This is the part of social security contributions in India and is governed by the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act. The scheme under this are the EPF scheme and EPS scheme, as we all know about this, right? According to law and regulations, the employee working in the organizations to which EPF Act is applicable have to contribute a fixed rate of 12% from their salary and have the option of paying up to 24%, i.e. an additional 12% for this. I'll repeat this. According to law and regulations, the employee working in organizations to which EPF Act applies or it is applicable have to contribute a fixed sum of 12% from their salary, and it can be additional 12% if they want to get more benefits. Now, the employee would also contribute 12% of the basic salary, not gross salary of an employee. Out of 12%, 8.33% is used for the pension part of the Provident Fund and employee pension scheme, and the remaining 3.67% is contributed towards the Employee Provident Fund account. So the 12% that we talk about is being apportioned into two parts. We said the first part of that 12%, is 8.33% for pension purpose and 3.67% towards EPF account, which is there. But this is only for employee with certain levels of salary, and not all organizations are covered by this. We also have got Voluntary Provident Fund scheme that is called VPF. This is also a form of traditional saving scheme under the Employee Provident Fund. In the case of Voluntary Provident Fund, the employee would determine the fixed contribution which they would like to make to the scheme every month. So it is completely voluntary in nature. Not necessarily every employee become part of it, but those people who want to get that benefit can become part of VPF. The employee would make their contribution voluntarily, and this scheme is also known as Voluntary Retirement Fund Scheme. So if somebody says Voluntary Retirement Fund Scheme, they are basically referring to Voluntary Provident Fund Scheme that we know. This saving does not include the compulsory 12% contribution, as is the part earlier in EPF scheme. And the interest rate for this fund is determined by the Government of India from time to time. Basically, every year, the contribution you make to Voluntary Provident Fund, they determine the rates. At this point of time, it is standing at about 8%. That is there, but it was 8.5% earlier as voluntary, VPF that is there. We also find that you cannot withdraw any amount from the VPF for the first 5 years, which is called the locking period. And the employee can even contribute 100% of their basic salary along with the dearness allowance towards VPF if they want, but the minimum contribution is being determined. There are private plans that is called Private Provident Fund Scheme is also in operation, and there are superannuation schemes and gratuity schemes which are part of it. We have already seen that gratuity has been fixed at 20%, 20 lakhs maximum, but there is a formula for a calculation of that gratuity. That is the number of years of service that is multiplied by the salary that was last drawn by the employee, and that is multiplied by 15 and divided by 26 to get the total amount. But invariably, it comes out to be more than the amount of 20 lakhs which are there. And therefore, taxation of a gratuity is obtained by the employee is based upon three major categories. The gratuity obtained by the government employees or the central government employees who are falling under the CGHS scheme are non-taxable income, whereas the leave encashment is the taxable amount that is there. If you go into the details of pension plans are very few in private organizations. However, certain industries like railways, mines, banks, plantations, etc., has got pension plans for their employees. There are organizations in the railways as well, right? Like, for example, Container Transport Corporation is there, which is basically operating on this principle. There are certain mines which are in private sector. We know that a large number of banks are in private sector, and there are plantation industries, for example, tea plantations and rubber plantations, which are in the private sector, which operates pension plans. Pension plans can also be called retirement plans, which generally means the investment of some portion of an employee's income into a plan that can provide them regular income upon retirement.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, those people who take retirement under voluntary retirement scheme, so they can also avail of the benefits of gratuity and leave encashment?
See, yes, whatever is due to them, if they are completing 15 years of service, they are given all that benefits, but pensionary benefits are not given. They are given a lump sum payment, and that is there. And it is not full pension schemes, right? Right.
Okay, all right, sir. Thank you so much.
But that is only in the public sector organizations. The NPS that we are talking about was started in the year 2004, and it was made applicable to all new employees under the central government, except those employed in the armed forces. Why in 2004? Because in 2004, pension scheme was being dropped, and therefore this NPS scheme, National Pension Scheme, came up. And the National Pension Scheme, as we know, can be considered as initiative by the central government to motivate individuals to make investment for their future by systematic savings. That is there. Moreover, in May 2009, this NPS was made available to all citizens of India for making investment voluntarily. Further, in December 2011, the Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority was established, and a new model NPS, which made employee of corporate sector of the public and private enterprises eligible to invest in their future savings, right? That is what the government started. By this, the employee of the corporate sector would avail of the benefits of NPS system via their employee. This NPS, the savings of employee, would be invested in the equity and debts market, depending on their performance of the employees. Now, this particular scheme will allow the employee to withdraw up to 60% of their total funds at the retirement time as a corpus, and the remaining 40% can be used for the purchase of an annuity. The amount obtained on maturity is exempted from all kinds of taxes. Right? Now, if you go to health care benefits are one of the best and one of the most expensive employee benefits which is available to the employees. Mostly the healthcare benefits for employee include reimbursement of medical bills, group health insurance policies, discounts for medical care, etc. Now, this benefit is not only for self, it is also extended to the family. The family means legally wedded wife and children of the employee under the age of 18 years. Dependent parents are also included, and any dependent of parents like sisters is still unmarried or widowed or divorcee, that is all, they are also included in this particular health benefit schemes. Most of the employers provide medical cover to its employee by health insurance policies, which can be termed as indemnity products. The coverage provided by the policies covers the employee, his spouse, and his children or dependents. So both things are there. The companies provide it directly, or they ensure them by paying the amount, and it is the insurance companies which cover the cost of that benefit. Now, in some of the organizations of public sector, they also fix up the limit, the maximum amount that they can reimburse, that is known in advance. And same is the case with the insurance people as well. Insurance is also having a limit as to what is the maximum amount that they will reimburse, and accordingly the payment is being made by the employer into this particular head, right? We also find that cost of medical facilities has been rising significantly in India in the last decade, and therefore comprehensive coverage is warranted, and the employee also make complete utilization of the benefits provided by the health insurance plans under the comprehensive coverage scheme which is there. However, insurance providers have also used strategies like applying sublimits, enhancing fraud checks, etc., to control the insurance costs. Because normally what happens that fraud has become very, very common. People get admitted to the private hospitals, and fraudulently the bills are being raised very high. A part of that is being reimbursed to the employees under whose name these insurance benefits are being claimed. The insurance companies of late have started checking these fraudulent means through which they do it. Sometimes what happens that they also have got some of the organizations which provide medicine, that you take the medicine from the organizations or take the medicine from the shops that is designated, and instead of taking the medicine, you take a smaller amount or sell those medicine in the open market. Therefore, they have started stamping those medicine with the scheme and name on it so that it is not sold on the open market. We also find that employee can avail tax-free reimbursement of expenses involved in hospitalizations, drugs, and treatment up to an amount of 15,000 rupees. When the medical bill for these service providers are to the employers by the employee, then the employee's taxable income can be reduced by either the total bill value of 15,000, whichever is less, that is there. We also find that there are some plan that has come up during the last few years that is called wellness programs that has been started by the organization. A modern day employee have started realizing the importance of undergoing the needs of employee and their wellness requirement. And therefore, there are various schemes of wellness that has been provided by the organizations, but partial funding is being done by the employees' contribution as well. There are miscellaneous benefits that we said in the beginning, like food coupons, flexible timing, conveyance that is being provided, leave encashment that is there, or financial education of the employee, which is also part of the benefits scheme that operates in India. Uh, Now, if you talk about these retirement benefits and retirement education that is being given, we find that the rules are very, very clear as far as these benefits are concerned. Uh, so, if you look at the benefits, we can classify directly these benefits into the category of career growth benefits. We can have work-life quality benefits. We can have incentive benefits, and we can have the good old fringe benefits. Now, under this category, if we have got to explain the same thing that we have dealt with now, the career growth benefits are benefits that help employee in the professional growths, that is the education of the employee or training that they receive, the leave that they get, etc., etc. So we will have education assistance or tuition reimbursement that is given to employee, assistance provided for executive programs that they attend, rewards offered for obtaining additional certification if needed by the employee. There can be general training course pursued by the employee that is reimbursed by the organizations, and mentoring or counseling facilities for the employees. I'll repeat all these, which I said, the benefits which are falling under the category of the career growth benefits. I talked about 5: educational assistance, assistance that is provided for executive programs, rewards offered for obtaining additional certification. That is, if you look at the bank, there is a specific banking qualification which you acquire. You get 2 advance increment for acquiring that certification, right? There are general training course pursued by the employee with the reimbursement that is being made. And we have got mentoring or counseling that is also taken by the employees. That facility is created by the organizations. Then we said the second category that we talk about is work-life quality benefits. So we talk about parental leave, which can be both paid and unpaid. Sorry, right? We have flexible hours of work that can be provided to them. We have daycare facilities for the employee with kids. There is crash facility that is being established as per statutory law, or there can be daycare centers which can be established, right? In the form of schools, which is called day boarding schools by the organizations. There can be vacations in regular intervals that can be provided to the employee, and financial assistance for any child care or daycare facility that is provided. Then if you look at incentives benefits that is falling under incentive, we have already talked about pension scheme, assistance in obtaining loan, which are either interest-free or soft loans. There can be employee stock options plans which are there. There can be housing and car or home loans which are being provided by the organization, or they can provide housing and car to the employees, or organization also provide profit sharing with the employee, which will be falling under this category of incentive plans. Then the last category, of course, which we used to call fringe benefits earlier. These are leave with pay, housing allowances and meals, health and dental insurance, or specs benefits, or you can have fitness training and discounts that is given for joining a club or joining a gym, and there can be achievement awards which are being given to the employee under this particular scheme, which we called the employee benefits scheme that accrues to an employee. If you have any question, please feel free to discuss. Any question that you have? Hello?
Yes, sir. Sir, you mentioned something about the gratuity obtained by the employees belonging to central government or central services. So can you please repeat that point? I missed it.
See, gratuity amount, as we have seen in the sixth pay commission and seventh pay commission as well, that sixth pay commission enhanced the amount of gratuity that is paid to an employee for working in the organizations, right? So earlier, the position was that until and unless you have worked for certain number of years, you are not getting gratuity. That is still applicable today. That is, if you have not worked for 5 calendar years continuously, you will not get any gratuity amount. Now the calculation is there. Today there are 3 slabs in which a gratuity amount is being paid to the employees, right? They have got the amount of 7,50,000. They have got the amount of 15 lakhs, and they have got the amount of 20 lakhs. That is there. Government has fixed it in 7th pay commission. Earlier that was standing at 10 lakhs maximum, 10 lakhs, 6 lakhs and 3 lakhs which were there. Now this is the full amount, but they say that for all those employees who die in harness before this particular period of completing 20 years of service, they will be getting those benefits by calculation based on a formula, that is the number of years of service, the basic pay last drawn, that is multiplied by 15 and divided by 26 to arrive at the amount. And if that amount exceeds the limit that is being set, you will get the maximum amount, that is limit that has been set by the organizations, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anything else that you want to know? Anything else? Anything else that you want to know? No? Then you can join another class. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir.